Hello, dear children, Namaste, and welcome to this super useful session on this amazing channel, Vedantu 9th and 10th English. And this is Ambika, your biology master teacher, right here on this super amazing platform. All right, so what's happening, guys? I completely understand exam season, especially for 10th graders and 12th graders, right? Because 9th graders, I think most of you would have escaped all that COVID, pandemic here and all of those uncertainties by now, because I think most schools have already started portions for the next academic year, which is for the board exam 2022. But for those of you who are going to be appearing for your board exams this year, 2021, we know, all of us completely know that you've been going through a lot, you've gone through a lot, and even now, I'm sure it's probably adding to a little bit of extra anxiety. Not for everyone, of course. I know some children are entirely calm and confident, which is the best attitude. But of course, overconfidence is always a problem. So always put a check on that. Okay, so you are the best judge for yourself. Confidence is essential and it's very, very good. Overconfidence is always a problem. All right, so let's strike a balance somewhere in between. But I think probably this year, because of the pandemic, the most common problem that children, adults, all of us have been facing could probably be that we've not got enough chance to physically socialize, right? Of course, through social media, through online platforms and all of that, we've been meeting each other. Even we teachers have been meeting all you students. Of course, Vedantu has always been meeting students through the online mode, but this year I think it's been all the more, like even more of an online mode, right? Not just for Vedantu, I think for the entire world this has been the case. So considering this, especially you, because you are teenagers and you've not been getting a chance to regularly go to school, maybe things have changed a little bit, several months of online schooling also, not getting to play outside, minimal time for outdoor activity, or rather minimal chance for outdoor activity. So many things that are probably adding to the anxiety. So children, wherever you are right now, stay with me till the end, because today I'm going to be telling you about 3 habits which I consider to be top 3 habits. Among the top habits, I'm going to be listing out 3 of them. According to me, those have to be cultivated by all of you right now so that you can be the best version of yourself. And why is that important? Come on, guys. Of course, whether you are a child, whether you are an adult or a teenager, whatever age group you may be in, I think it's important for all of us to be our best versions all the time. Of course, it's easier said than done, but it makes a lot of difference to the work that we do. When we are the best versions of ourselves, we end up loving everything that we do, and we end up doing the best that we can. Right, guys? So right now, especially because we just have a few weeks remaining for your exams to begin, I'm sure these will help you be your best versions, and they are very, very simple. Nothing like any rocket science or anything. I'm just telling you these so that you can start practicing them right now, make them a part of your daily routine, and become the best versions of yourselves. Right, guys? So as always, we never start without a positive quote, right? So of course, for a motivational session, we must definitely have one. Look at that. Do you see that difference? I can't do it. Just cut out that apostrophe and T. I can do it. Definitely, you can do it. We can do it. We will together do it. All right, guys? Never quit. We will completely be with you and support you in achieving your dreams. Right, guys? Okay, now, tip number 1. Talk to people about how you feel. Now, who are these people that I'm talking about? Of course, in this image, probably it's showing you, a group of youngsters who are chatting over a drink. But this can be anything. That's just there for representation purpose. Don't think about all that. But just remember, talking to somebody you trust completely makes a lot of difference to how your day progresses. Like, for example, I can very well recall those memories when I was in class 10, especially during the model exam season, especially I think in December we had our first pre-boards, and then Jan and Feb also we had 2 sets of pre-boards. So I remember very well that during one of the pre-board exams, I used to be really, really anxious. I used to be really nervous. I was extremely like all that entire butterflies in the stomach kind of feeling. And of course, social media and all of this, mobile phones and all of these online platforms weren't at all common back then because this was several years ago. And then my mom told me, why don't you just talk to your best friend? So I just called her up and I spoke to her for like, I think maybe 15-20 minutes over the phone. And I don't know what magic it did. I just casually chatted with her. But at the end of that phone call, I felt completely at ease. Not that she did any tremendous magic or anything, but we were just casually talking to each other. And that's it. Something as simple as talking to somebody you trust and you are completely comfortable with can make a huge difference. And especially if it's about some kind of anxiety that you are, talk to anybody without any hesitation. Don't unnecessarily look up for random articles in the newspapers, magazines, over the internet, because there would be so many things and you wouldn't know what to pick from, right guys? I'm being completely honest with you here. So make sure you talk to somebody. Maybe don't have too many people to talk to. Just have a couple of people who you completely trust, maybe even one person you completely trust. It could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your cousins, your very good friends, it could be your teachers, anybody at all. But trust me on this, children, about 10-15 minutes of talking to somebody about your anxieties can make a huge difference, because they might give you insights into this from their perspective, right? Say for example, if one of my students were to come to me and say they have been in the last several years, and this year also I'm expecting that by the time we approach the exam time itself, the final exam time itself, so every time I just make it a point to share my stories, my experiences with my children, so that it builds a lot of personal connect and you can relate to it a lot better. It makes you feel like, okay, I'm not the only one going through this. Even people in the past have been going through this, have gone through this. Even now people are going through this. So it's nothing like a major thing that needs to be worried about, right guys? So first thing, talk to people openly about how you feel. It doesn't make any sense to just sit back and think that, okay, these days Google is everything, online sources are everything, so why even use my voice to talk to somebody? I would rather just sit back and do my own online research. No guys, just trust me on this. It makes a huge difference, right? Because sharing somebody else's story will make you feel much better. All right, so this is tip number 1. Okay, now one more thing I need to add here before I go on to tip number 2. Not everyone may be completely comfortable talking to somebody. Say for example, I know that during your teen years especially, there can be situations where you are like, I don't really want to talk to anybody about this, because some kind of embarrassment, some kind of unexplainable feelings probably, you just don't want to open up to somebody. You know what you need to do then? 2 things that you could possibly do. First thing, talk to your mirror image, provided nobody is looking at you, okay? Because people can label you as, I don't know, differently if they watch you do that, and you may not be at your best also when people watch you when you do something like that. So I would suggest, when you are all by yourself, maybe talk to your own mirror image about your anxieties, or just create a selfie video on your phone or any of your devices, if at all you have access to them. Or simplest as I told you, look at your mirror image and just talk to yourself. Or second option is, write down your anxieties, write down your fears. It makes a huge difference, because as you write more and more, because this is also something that I have tried out during my teen years. I had this habit of journaling when I was in 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. I remember very clearly. And at the end of the 20-30 minutes of journaling, that extent of clarity which comes to your thoughts is just unexplainable. You must try it out for yourself to feel it, right guys? So journaling, writing down in a notebook or in a personal diary about your fears, about your anxieties, The thing is, I think the magic goes wherein when you write it down, your thoughts are more organized because you're putting it down to paper, and you are diving more and more into your deeper self, and the answers are all coming from within yourself, and that is a beautiful feeling. You can try that out as well. All right, guys. So this is tip number one. Now, tip number two, music or nature therapy. Yes, of course, I think all my children know that I am a music lover, and different kinds of music that I really, really love. Music has always been a part of my life, and it's a huge stress buster. But some of my regular children would also recall me saying that while studying, while in my study sessions, I wouldn't prefer having any background music because I tend to focus more on the music than on what the content is in my hand. So I'm different in that sense. But there are people who like to have background music as well. But forget about all that. What I'm talking to you right now is make nature therapy or music, as in listen to music or just try singing. If singing for you is a stress buster, try that out during your breaks, not while you are studying. During your break, just listen to some calm, soothing music, or take a simple walk through nature. It could be anything. If you have any small park or a small garden near your house, I know there are people who have beautiful gardens in their home itself. Well and good. If not, go ahead and check out some of those virtual guided meditation tours and all of that, which can also give you the actual feel of having walked through nature. So that's like amazing, the feel that it can give you. It can help soothe your mind, bring a lot of peace and quiet in your mind so that you can be at your best when you come back for the next study session. Okay, so soothing music, not like some heavy beats rock music kind of thing. If that is therapy for you, all right, well and good. That's completely up to you. But my personal suggestion would be, if you are choosing music to calm down, something that's really soft, like soft piano music, soft violin, or soft flute, something really, really soft. I'm sure you understand. Somewhere or the other, you would have heard about it, right? Something or the other. It can make a huge difference. Even about 5 minutes of listening to something soothing like that, or a 5-minute quick walk through nature, makes a huge difference. All right. So this is tip number two. Now moving on to tip number three, which is my last one for you for today. Meditate for inner peace. Yes, children. So what happens is, normally when we are surrounded with a lot of stress, surrounded with a lot of negativity in different senses, what happens is we tend to be carried away by all that, and we forget what exactly we should be doing right now, right? So what do we do then? Forget about everything. The idea is to realize that the power lies within you. The power lies within us. As I told you, while journaling, you will experience, you might, and you will, if done right, you will experience the answers coming from within yourself. Meditation also does exactly that. Meditation, either simple meditation in complete silence for about 3 to 5 minutes in a day, or even more if it really works for you, or for those of you who don't find this very, very practical, I've already made a video on guided meditation on this very channel. Check out guided meditation. Just search for guided meditation on this particular channel and just listen to it. It won't take you more than 8 minutes or so. Okay, the entire video is just within 8 minutes, if I remember right, not more than that. So all you need to do is just sit calm, keep all distractions away, sit down to yourselves. Okay, sit down to yourself without any sort of distraction. Put your phone on flight mode, if at all you have it. Turn off all sorts of notifications, and stay just still and silent for a few minutes. And deep breathing is all that you need to do. Focus only on your breath. As I told you, if you can manage to meditate on your own without any external help, that's the best. But if that's not an option for you, if you think your mind can drift away, because that's also completely normal for everyone, that happens, right? Because we are so occupied with a lot of thoughts. Go ahead and check out the guided meditation. Not just the guided meditation on this channel which I made, children. You can check out any reliable source of guided meditation. You will find many of them online, but the only rule that I would tell you here is don't get carried away by any other suggestions. To prevent you from doing that, I made this guided meditation video myself on this channel. But as I told you, if you've already been using that, that's completely up to you. You can go ahead and look up on other reliable sources, because you must always have something in handy. The only rule is you shouldn't get distracted away from that and go on searching for more and more. Just don't waste your time. That's it, right? Anything at all that makes you get back to your normal self, that's it. Right, guys? So yoga, simple stretches, meditation, deep breathing. Perhaps this year we've all just craved to get some fresh air, fresh breath. Right? I think in the last 1 year, that's also something that we've been learning, right? Something as simple as being able to breathe in fresh air itself is a huge blessing in life. So let's remember to be thankful to all that we have. Things are getting better and things will definitely get better. And talking about your exams, of course, these 3 habits will certainly make you your best version. Right, guys? If there's anything more that you would like to add to it also, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. All right, guys? And remember, on top of all this, crash courses and a lot of other things happening at Vedantu. So check out the link in the description box below and remember the coupon code AMBPRO. Alright, guys, and that's about it from my side, children. Click on the like button if you have enjoyed this and found it useful, because this is something from personal experience that we've compiled and put it for you, and share it with all your friends, regardless of whatever grade or board they may be belonging to, because this will be super useful for every student facing exam anxiety out there. And stay subscribed to this channel, because even in the days and weeks to come, you can expect more and more of sessions like these, videos like these, and a lot more as well. And until we meet again, stay happy and stay healthy. That's all that matters. This is Ambika signing off. Bye-bye.